I'm cheering the fact that you're coming out saying, and you said this to Yale, the students over there, that if we don't have a public option, this isn't reform. Thank you, Dr. Dean.
It's true. There's not much health insurance reform in this bill. Maybe at one time there was, but you know, when we did this 15 years ago in Vermont, we told the insurance companies not only did they have to take everybody, but they couldn't charge the most expensive patient more than 20% above what they charged the cheapest patient. So that really makes the insurance affordable. They're requiring insurance companies to take everybody in the House and the Senate bill, but they charge them a minimum of twice as much, and sometimes 3 or 4 times as much based on age. That's not really insurance reform. And so people keep saying, well, if without the public option, there's still insurance reform. You can still insure a whole lot more people. Not so. If the system is out of control and there's no cost controls, the system isn't going to work, and the Republicans are partly right. It will bankrupt the systems, and so we don't want that. We want a public option. Give us the choice. We'll reform the healthcare system. Just give consumers real choice. Well, there's going to have to be some compromise, and it's going to have some kind of public option in it. Otherwise, the bill doesn't work, and everybody knows it. And those, you know, those folks won't be in the majority much longer if they don't have a real healthcare reform bill that actually works. Passing a healthcare reform bill and calling it healthcare doesn't make it healthcare reform. Doesn't make it healthcare reform. You got to have a real reform bill, and that's the public option.
Here's why tort reform is not on the bill. When you go to pass a really enormous bill like that, the more stuff you put in it, the more enemies you make, right? And the reason that tort reform is not on the bill is because the people who wrote it did not want to take on the trial lawyers in addition to everybody else they were taking around. And that is the plain and simple truth.
That was some truth serum at that town hall meeting.
You got to love Howard Dean.